asking me the same question I'm not trying to ask everybody. And they're asking me the question like I would know. Like I really would know. I don't know, I don't know. Damn it, man. Did I drop it? I think I did. Must have dropped it. So what's up, guys? What's going on? I have to fold like 100 million clothes. And boy, do I not want to do it. But I say to me. So what's going on, guys? How you guys doing this afternoon? Oh, I gotta wash these clothes. No, no, no. It's gonna be washed. Oh, you mess up this bra and these pants. Everything else is gonna be washed. So what's going on, guys? I wanted to see if Tiffany would put up. I want to show her these pants and show her the fish scale ones I'm talking about that everybody's saying to use. They're the one with the fish scale. Like it is like a fish scale, like a fish. Like I was been sick all night last night. I didn't get any fucking sleep. None. When I say none, I got none. You know, I learned the lesson. I knew the lesson already. That's why I'm not like that. But somebody wanted a donation, right? And I've never given a donation to anybody. Nobody. I've never given a donation. Only to Crystal Lee Fontanez. And that was one time. And I don't see any motherfucking content up here that I can actually take serious so that I could donate to. This is just all fights and screams and yells. There's no content here. Ain't nobody up here can say they got content. Nobody. Because they'll be fucking lying to themselves. Because the only content I see is fighting, yelling, screaming. I got so many fucking cover ups that it's not funny. I get the best of the best too. Well, anyway, let me see. I have so many cover ups. Cover ups. Oh my god, I got so many. When I say I got so many, I got so many. I just like I got bottles, and in my guest room is where I got all my makeup at, and I forget it. I got all kinds. See, my color. I got these, but I mean I have them all. I'm gonna put together my bathroom because since my sissy came here, I haven't put my makeup back up because I took all my makeup down because I knew she wasn't gonna be able to move in my room, in my bathroom, because I have so much makeup that if you try to move, everything falls down. And it's like every time you put it back up, it comes back down. Yo, my house is haunted. And if y'all don't believe me, I'm telling you it is. Last night we came in and I took off my shoes before I was walking up. And I got out of the car, unstrapped my shoes, and I'm walking with them. Tell me when I tell you, it was 2:30 in the morning. My husband was sick. I don't know how he hung out that long. I kept telling him, let's go home. But he kept saying, no, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Don't fucking tell me. Oh, so, and we're walking in, and I take off my shoes not to make any noise, right? Because if you make any fucking noise where I live at, you have a notice on your door the next morning. Yeah, you do. By the time you wake up from that hangover, you got a notice at your door. So I try to be as quiet as I could be. When I was walking in, when I tell you there's no wind, it's like 80, 90 out here. That's how hot it is. And let me tell you, there was no wind, there was no reason. I got a beautiful chandelier. It's beautiful. It was my mother's. And when she died, I took it. I said, oh no, I know if I take this, she's going to follow it because she loved it. And we walking all quietly and everything. And I swear to God, my chandelier started moving side to side, side to side. And I was like, but with it, I recreated every scenario I can think of, come up with. Why would that chandelier be moving? But we didn't get an answer. But let me tell you, we had a great time last night. But we got into it. Can never go out without getting into it. I had booty fucking shorts on white with white heels and a white little shirt. And my hair was on and looked beautiful and everything. And yeah, I did. I attracted a lot of attention. And because of it, we got into an argument. And because of fucking dancing with other people, made arguments. But I don't care. I say to the rain. Wash me. I had a good time. But let me tell you something. It looks like my brother's picture. I've been saying this for years. It looks like it's turning like towards my room, like it's on my wall when you walk on my door, so you can see it right away. And every fucking day, it looks more and more like it's turning. And since I always have my little corner where I sit at and now scheme at, yeah, I said that and scheme at because remember everything I went through. That everybody thinks it's all so good. No, it's not. I told you guys that it could be tomorrow, the day after, a year from now, whatever. But some people got it coming, and I don't care. My husband said, "Don't say nothing because they're just gonna try to sue you." Yeah, I'm like, nobody knows who I'm talking to. There's 1, 2, 3 people that I'm talking to. And I don't give a fuck. That's why I said slander is very real. Nobody believes it, but it is very real. I hope my husband ain't got no damn COVID. Because if he does, I'll fucking kill myself. He would have to sleep in the guest room. He would have to bathe in alcohol for 2 hours. No, I'm not coming down with that. I have had it 3 times. I've had COVID 3 times. Knocked me off my fucking ass. I would look at the phone and say, "Oh, let me get on," and then I would be like, "Fuck that! I'm not getting on. What the fuck should I get on for? I'm sick and I feel horrible." And then I ended up in the hospital. I was feeling real sick then. But anyway, has anybody? I want to know. Does anybody still know how did Tiffany Draper die? Because I don't know. I haven't been on YouTube at all. Mm, mm, no answer. Can somebody at least leave a comment and tell me what it was? Was it all the shit they were saying, or was it all just maybe her heart? Because if I recall, I think she said she had a heart condition or something like that. I don't know. She had something, and she wasn't good because of it. People ask me, "Do you feel guilty for what you did?" I said, "Did she feel guilty for what she did?" I'm pretty sure I was not the last thing on her mind before she passed away. So stop it, guys. All I want to know is, does anybody yet know the cause? Hey, lovely. You got a wrench? Because I gave you a wrench. Diabetes? But how out of control could it have gotten that she would pass away from one day to another without no notice? You got a wrench? I gave you a wrench. You got it, baby? Yes. So, um, we all know she had diabetes, but nobody up here knows exactly what she died of. I mean, we know she had diabetes, but yes, okay. Um, we know she had diabetes, but I mean, how can you go from one day to another feeling fine and great and not gradually going down and feeling like not good? Did she have a downfall? Did she stop uploading? Did anybody realize that she wasn't coming on? Was there any change? I don't know. I'm asking. I got so many stupid stories. I got overdosed with a friend. Um, um, all kind of bullshit. Nothing real. Nothing that I could say that's what she died of. I mean, because who's gonna think that she's gonna do that? No, I don't believe that. I'm like, oh, they were like, oh, she was a low key junkie. No, she wasn't. As much as I fucking hated her, I know she wasn't a low key junkie. You can tell in people. So hey, sweetheart, do you know anything else? Just that she had diabetes? I mean, I want to know if anybody knows. Did she gradually get sick and did it go like that, or did she just die from one minute to another? See, I'm not that heartless person y'all thought. I'm talking about it, and I can. because it's my platform, like everybody says about their pages. So anyway, baby, I know she had diabetes too, but she must have had went into a diabetic coma or something. But diabetes is really real because my friend, she has diabetes, and well, from 1 minute she's okay, the next minute I have to give her orange juice. And thank God that I always, everybody's been up here with me for 5 years. Have I ever been without a cigarette? Well, have I ever been without orange juice? Have I ever been without anything that I've needed? Never, not once, not any weed, anything. No, right? Y'all bitches talk a lot of shit. Now you love me. Not you, baby. But in all these years, y'all never seen me want for nothing. And I never collected any donations because I never needed them. If I was to need it, I would understand that my friends would, I would ask my friends, you know? But no, my head is hurting me. So lovely. I'm still like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. All I know is I saw Grandma K coming in that day, but I had already pressed end and I tried to stop it because I knew she was gonna say something. And I wish Grandma K would. The only person who is talking about her is Chloe Oliver. Yeah, nobody else is discussing her. Nobody really likes her, so no one is talking about her. My nephew died from diabetes. Wow, wow, wow. Did he? I'm so sorry, baby. That's scary. Well, sooner or later, everybody, one of us, each and every one of us are gonna go. I'm pretty sure. Each and every one of us. So nobody can dodge the death or birth. Is natural. That's why God made man and God made woman. So I'm still wondering, like, what could have been? She had diabetes. Did she go into a diabetic coma? Did she go down gradually? Or did anybody see any change in her? Anything? I'm like wondering. Like, I know everybody's working, but I'm still wondering. And I'm like, maybe I can get an answer. So let me get on YouTube. And that's what I did. And baby girl, your nephew died of diabetes. How does that happen? Because I know that my friend, when she starts shaking, she plucks herself and she checks her sugar. My other nephew lost his foot, his leg, and they're talking about his hand. Oh my God, girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. God bless him. Oh my God. God bless him. How does this happen? How does it work? Diabetes. Because I don't know anything about it. I never took into it. But you know what? I did study science and I didn't even think of that. But I would like to know how do you go gradually? You start getting sick, or you can just die right then and there. Because my friend from next door from me, she has diabetes, and I have to run orange juice with a spoonful of sugar over to her. She will call me and tell me I can't talk. I need orange juice, and since I always have orange juice, girl, always, I run it over to her, and I always take a spoonful of sugar on my way out. Like I run, 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 because the minute I see that phone ring And and I just see it's her number. I already know. Get ready, because something's gonna happen. And I hope. Oh, diabetes is a sad thing. Then it's really, really sad. My mother had diabetes, but only when my mother had diabetes, but she didn't get it till like a year before she died. And she didn't die from diabetes. My mother died because she had a tumor in her stomach, and the doctors told her, "You have a tumor." My mom was diabetic and took her out. She took insulin and everything. It killed your mother, lovely? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, baby girl. Diabetes really runs in your family. Heart condition runs in my family. My sisters have AFib. I have tachycardia and AFib. Wow. I'm so sorry, baby. You better be checking yourself. You hear me, lovely? Check yourself. Make sure you go and check yourself. I'm making an appointment with my doctor. I'm paranoid right now. I'm paranoid right now. I'm making an appointment with my doctor. Fuck that. I'm not gonna end up dead because I'm stupid. My mother had diabetes, and then she had a tumor in her stomach, and the doctors told her that they wanted to operate her. But my mother's like me. She hates the hospital. She hated the hospital. She's like me. Me and my mother are alike because I hate the hospital. I'd rather die than go to the hospital. And that's exactly what's going to end up happening to me. So tonight, when my husband comes out of work, if he's still sick, I'll wait till tomorrow. But I need to get to the hospital because my throat is burning me, and I'm a smoker, and I need to stop. All right, let me check this out. No, it's still wet with alcohol. I drenched the thermometer in alcohol. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm getting a fever. But listen to me. I hope the alcohol didn't break it. Oh no, let me see. It is. It's normal. It's 98.6. Thank God it's normal. It's the weed. The weed is making me feel like I have a fever, baby. Heart condition runs in minds. What? Girl, you dodging bullets. It's like you dodging bullets, girl. I always wondered if I would have cancer, would I do chemotherapy? If the doctors thought that if they would give me a chance of 80% and higher, I would do chemotherapy. But if they gave me a 5%, I'm not gonna do chemotherapy. I'm not. I'd rather go out in my house with my loved ones, with my grandchildren, my girls. I always thought would I do that? Like I don't know, like would I like I don't know. I don't know. It's just crazy. I see people on chemotherapy and then I see them pass away. And I don't want to be one of the people that depend on somebody else. I don't want to give the burden of me taking care of me, having to take care of me, wash me, wash my fucking ass, Because me, I have to take a shower in the morning and in the night. Morning and the night. I'm like that. Oh, forget it. So I'm like, I don't know. Would I let else? Would I let somebody else take care of me? I don't want to put the burden on nobody. Though they would get paid very, very well. Trust me. If I had somebody to take care of me, I would pay them at least $1,500 a week. Yes, I would. Because if they're gonna take on the burden of trying to help me, then I'm gonna make sure that they're straight up. And whoever helps me is because they want to be there for me. So they're good enough to give even my jewelry too. I mean, I got a lot of jewelry, girl. A lot. A lot. I got here in my house in the safe and I have in the bank too. Susie 7, forget it. Oh my God, her diamonds make my diamonds look like babies. And my diamonds are $22,000 and over. And Susie, oh my God, her diamonds, one ring would cost $100,000. Mm, that's how she had it. Her family, very, very rich. Me neither. I don't want someone taking care of me either. Wow. See? I don't want that. I don't want to put the burden on nobody to take care of me. And if I had to have somebody take care of me, they would be making buku fucking money from me. Because I would be paying them at least $1,500 a week. That's what I saved my money for. That's what I worked all my life for, was for my final days. So that when I relaxed, I was able to relax without, you know, going crazy. Got money in the bank. My husband got money in the bank. We got a sharing account also, a saving sharing account. And but we both have our own checkings. But then we got our savings together. And through COVID, I wasted over $50,000 because nobody was working and I could not get any kind of insurance, no insurance at all. So I paid $800 every 3 weeks for my Metoprolol for my heart, no pressure. 800, eight, that plus the truck, which was 500, was, we're done paying that truck. The truck, $500 a month, the insurance, registration, everything that we had to pay with no work. Nobody was opening up nowhere. So we couldn't work. My husband couldn't work. And he is the main breadwinner. But I kept working, but not with patients, over the phone only. So that's crazy. I'm still like, I wonder what she passed away from. I'm still thinking. Everybody keeps saying, and Sakina put up a sign saying, if you want to know what happened to Tiffany Draper, ask her parents. So I said, if Sakina don't know, who does? Mm? I don't know, princess. I don't know. I'm still want to know what is the real story. I mean, we got the story about a woman in Mexico, Cabo, passed on when we got Tiffany Draper. We know what happened to a woman across in Mexico, but we don't know what happened to somebody on our own strip. But this is what I call fake friends. This is what I call, see, this is what I call fake friends. Wasn't everybody her friend? Mm? And nobody knows how she died? I know you weren't her friend, lovely. But they should know. Somebody should know something. It says get in touch with her parents. How do we do that? Maybe her Facebook page? Maybe we can get some information through there. My throat's killing me. I don't know. But what I'm thinking is, okay, then it's diabetes. But did she go out the same day that she felt something, or did she go into a diabetic coma, or how does it work? Like you just, it's too much sugar in your blood. What does it mean? I don't. I'm dumbfounded because I can tell you anything about mouths. I can tell you anything about a heart, but when it comes down to telling you about diabetes, I don't have a clue. Mm-mm. Me and you got the same problems, but I'm like in shock. Like nobody knows. Like, hey, can somebody say something? I don't know. It's like nobody really cares. It was like Tiffany Draper died, and people are like, "Oh well." In other words, in other news, lovely, lovely, you be good girl. You be good girl. I love you, princess. I'm not laughing at her, so nobody think I'm laughing at her. It's just funny on how some things come out that'll make you laugh. So nobody thinks that we're laughing because we're not laughing. We're laughing because the way she said it is like, oh well, in other news. In other words, but damn, not even you in the bushes that's looking in, you don't know? Because I can see you looking in, I can count. So I know there's somebody else there. Do you know, or do you want to stay in the bushes? You got something to tell us? Lovely, you know, with that wrench, if anybody disrespects, it will. Don't worry about it. It's gonna happen. You use that wrench and you block any fucking body who fucking tries me. Hmm. That's why you got. That's what a wrench is for. So you're a moderator, and so in other words, in other news around the world, I guess we found out what happened to Shanquilla all the way in Cabo, Mexico, but we don't know what happened to a girl that everybody claims to love and adore and did some fucked up shit with. Like taking down my fucking page. Do you guys remember that? Because I sure fucking do. Hmm. Lovely, so cute. So see, Zillionaire should have been the one covering it because they were best friends. Weren't you guys? Best friends. Well, you can't answer me now because you're dead and gone. But may God bless you and sleep in peace if you can with that conscience. That's why I don't want to go out with a conscience bad. I don't want to go, I don't want to die. I totally remember it. Amen. Amen, lovely. Amen. I'm feeling that fucking comment right there. Pin, motherfucker, pin. There we go. Nobody was laughing. I mean, everybody was laughing when I lost my page. But yeah, y'all don't know nothing about her death. But yeah, she was, oh, so-called a friend. Mm. The day I die, lovely, you would know why. Trust me. My family would come up here and let everybody know I passed away and how and why. Not leaving everybody in limbo, because everybody's in limbo. Nobody knows what to say, what to do. I'm like, oh well, Tiffany Draper passed away. See, that's why I say don't make enemies. Don't fight. Don't do it. But no, when you guys want to be vicious, you can be really vicious. You really can. You guys can drive somebody insane when you get all together and do your dirt. You can drive a fucking person insane. You drove me insane for a year. But yeah, y'all don't know what your friend died of. We know that Kanika died in Chicago, but we don't know what Tiffany Draper died of. And she's on YouTube every single day. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like in shock. Nobody totally cared. See? That's what everybody's gonna say. I bet you that my death is gonna be more. You're gonna hear that when I die, everybody's gonna hear about it. If you go on her page, still her post is about her taking about and disrespecting people. Oh my God, amen. Look at that. And you think God is going to open his doors to his kingdom and say, come right in? You are a hypocrite. You are a fake friend. You went against your neighbor. In Ten Commandments, it says, love thy neighbor. No matter what, love thy neighbor. And help your neighbor. Let me tell you, my friend next door, if she needs anything, she can always depend on me. And if I need something, which I never do, but when I do, I can go to her. But like, I go to her for like little things, like a bobby pin, if I can't find one or something. But she'll come to me for a whole grocery, and I'll do it for her. Because God says, love thy neighbor. My father was a pastor, Pentecostal. We went to church Thursday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday in the morning and in the night. And every morning before school, we had to read the Bible until we knew the Bible. My father didn't play with that. My father didn't play with that. He was a pastor. He didn't play with that. He didn't play with us either. My father, praised God. I never, not once, ever seen my father smoke a cigarette, drink a beer. Nothing, never, never. My father was always in, because he did maintenance across town on the east side. We lived on the west side. On the east side, my father did maintenance for like 10 buildings. And he had so many girls that were in love with him. They called him Manny. His name was Manuel. They called him Manny. This woman called him Manny one time. I said, bitch, his name is Manuel. Respect. Or call him Mr. Cruz, but don't fucking call him Manny. I was real jealous with my father. I was real jealous with my father. My father came over. When I had my last daughter and his wife sat down and I went right in between them and I laid on his lap because I was a daddy's girl to the day he passed away, which I found out 2 days before he was gonna die that he was gonna die. Because I have a heart condition, nobody wanted to tell me that my father was dying. Oh no, they kept it from me for 7 months. First, it was 7 years that they knew that he had cancer in his spine, I mean his prostate, and nobody told me that my father even went for a fucking operation. Now I'm in Orlando. I'm from New York, and being in Orlando, my other stepsister is getting the news and not telling me nothing. So one day, I was pretty drunk, and also with my sister, we were fucked up. And we were walking in the house, and I heard my house phone. I had a landline. I have a landline now, too. I always keep a landline because when a hurricane comes, trust me. And everybody thought she was so funny, right? Isn't that something? She was funny, all right. Funny as COVID. It wasn't that funny about COVID. Not a damn thing funny about it. That was funny, lovely. I know, right? Everybody thought she was so funny. Oh my God, could she fill a room? But not one person, not one of her subs know what happened to her. The day I die, everybody's gonna know how I died. I'm not gonna leave everybody saying, I wonder how Wanda died. No, you will know. But that's what I was talking to you about. I'm like, I don't want to put the burden on somebody else to take care of me. I don't know if I could do it. If I got an 80% and higher, I would take chemo. But if it was any lower than that, even 79, no, I wouldn't do it. Mm-mm, I would not do it. I remember my daughter when I had my first heart attack. And let me tell you something. I remember my daughter going to the hospital. She was 5 years old. And she tells me, Mommy, can I give you my heart so we can leave the hospital? I remember that day. And I got memories from my girls, so beautiful. They were so loving, my girls. Now they're crazy bitches. Nah, they work hard. They got good husbands. They got cars. They got a house. They're good. They're good. Talking about when they find out, they'll post it. She passed away November 30th. Oh my God. No, it was October 1st. I mean, October 31st was Kanika's funeral was October 31st. I remember I had to be in New York on the 2nd, and I went to see the funeral, and that's where I saw Zach Stoner. He had a black shirt on, black dreads, and black pants, and yet he said he wasn't there. But yet I saw him at the funeral, and I took a picture of him. Oh yeah, I did. And they said no cameras. Sorry. You didn't buy my camera, you ain't gonna tell me what to do with it. But on the real, we know what happened to a girl in Chicago. We know what happened to a girl all the way over there, but we don't know what happened to somebody from the strip. That's some crazy ass shit. All I know is that I promise you, the day I die, everybody will know about it. And I bet you nobody's talking now, but the day I die, princess, you will know. My sisters would make it known that they're not gonna leave everybody in a limbo and saying, "Oh my God, I wonder how she died. I wonder how she died." Not one sub knows how she died. That's sad. That's some sad shit. And if anybody has something to say about it, they can tell me about it. But I'm talking about, if anybody doesn't like the way I'm talking, you can step to me. I got no problem addressing you. And no problem addressing you. Because I ain't gonna sit here and boo hoo hoo hoo. No, I'm more curious and wanting to know. That's all. Don't think that family is probably not talking. Her mother hated her. Her mother hated her, Lovely. When she told her mother she lost a Section 8 that I made her lose. I was the one who did the whistleblower. I did it all. She didn't have to think who did it. She knew who did it. She didn't care about when she knocked down my page or the work I put into them Kanika videos. And I still have videos all the way down, that I'm gonna use. But it's like I'm still in shock. We know about a girl that died in Cabo, but we don't know what. Do you think that Candace would do Tiffany Draper? I think she only does people who are murdered. And yeah, I think she only does people who were murdered. But she's a good ITC. She's good. I can say Candace is good. We're not friends or anything, but she's good at getting information. So we found out exactly how Kanika died through her and through a lot of work that I did. And then I heard that Beach Beauty was at the hotel. I'm like, what? I'm like, there's no way Beach Beauty was at the hotel. They were like, she knows too much. She knows too much. And it was, she remember that back in the day, Beach Beauty was coming out with mad videos. Like she knew everything. Everybody's names, everything. I was wondering how. How in the world did she know everything? But there was not a minute that went by that she wasn't posting. And we found out their names by her. I took a clip of a video of when she found her in the counter. There's a lot of bodies on top of Kanika. And I'm gonna bring that video. There's a lot of bodies on top of Kanika. And Beach Beauty found Kanika, her face, laying, and a lot of people laying on top, dead people laying on top of her. Because she was not the only one that they took out that night. They took her out, another girl out, and then 8 other people that were in the cars or fucked up really. She used to talk real bad about this content creator, accusing her of being on Section 8 and working at Burger King. So Tiffany was on Section 8. Yes, she was. Because 100%, 1,001 million. Because when I did the whistleblower, right? When I did the whistleblower, I called them. I said, I waited, right? And I started seeing her gloating. And then it was from one day to another day, she went from making 1 video to making 7 videos on me. Just and packing the place on how she got my page knocked down. You dirty bitch. Mm. You dirty bitch. Sorry. But my First Amendment is freedom of speech, and I'm gonna use it if I want to. But um, she was gloating and gloating. It went from 1 video to 7 videos, and she was packing the views. She was getting the views. She was getting thousands of views just on me. And I went and I asked my friend, and I told her I need to get in. She's like, "Stupid, make a new email, and put it in and make a new page. Use another name." And that's why everybody got lost, because I went from Wanda to Starja, because I couldn't get in under Wanda. Wanda was still terminated. She was terminated. When I opened my computer in the morning, I mean, that night, I was sitting on my bed with my computer open, lovely. Okay? With my computer open. And turn around, I'm talking to my husband. When I turned back around, my page was gone. I was on my page, and when I turned around, it was motherfucking gone. I'm like, what happened? What's going on? How did I get here? And I'm like, wait a minute, I can't find me. I could only find my old page that I have no control of. And I'm like, what's going on? Where's my page? And then, I know that's my page not long after you did. She did? She did? I didn't even know that. Good. Good for her ass. She wouldn't be so damn dirty to people. They wouldn't be talking about her in the afterlife. Because she was dirty bitch and nobody can say different. I'm sorry. So I said, where's my videos? And I can't find me on YouTube. So the next day I tried, nothing. The next day I tried, nothing. I would get on and I said, something's going on. It's gotta be this bitch. And sure enough, I went and I went to her page, and that's when I saw her gloating. She said, I got her page knocked down. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? I changed my number is what I was gonna do. I changed my number, made a fucking new email, and I could have got a new computer and a new phone, and so I saw her gloating on YouTube. I knew it was her. I was 1,000, 1,000,000, 7,000,000,000 and 9,000 more percent that it was her. So I said, okay, so you want to fuck with me? Let's see what you got behind your fucking curtains. Let's see what you hiding behind those doors. I'm going to find out. So I went and I called and I said, I called the FBI. I said, how do I do a whistleblower? And they gave me the number. And then they told me, is there anything that we need to know? I'm like, no, it's a girl who's on YouTube and she's got all these assistants and she's collecting money. He said that's for what he say, forgery, something like that. He said she can't be doing that. I said, oh yes, she is. So he took a report and then he gave me the number and I called whistleblower. And when I called whistleblower, first I got a guy and the guy was like telling me, what about you? Well, how many kids do you got? I said, my kids are fucking 30 years old, bitch. What you gonna do to me? You gonna come take them? You gonna come pull them back out of my pussy? You gonna come take them? No. So I hung up with him and I called back somebody else because he thought he was cute. So what do you got behind your doors? No, motherfucker, we weren't talking about me. We were talking about Tiffany Draper. So I made it clear to him, we weren't talking about how many kids I got. And don't worry about how many motherfucking kids I got. They're grown. And not the house and married. Why? You want them? I didn't even have not one grandchild then. And then Tiffany Sadasana. Lovely's here. Tiffany, lovely. This is Tiffany. Tiffany, this is lovely. But anyway, my stomach still hasn't gone away. Girl, you made me get the worst stomach ache last night because of you. You're telling me I got a bad stomach ache. When I got it from the bed, girl, I only had the only stomach ache. It was horrible. But let me finish. Hold on a second, princess. Give me a second. Let me talk to Lovely. All right, my baby. Listen real quick. So when I waited, and then when I called, I told a lady picked up, and I told the lady, um, "Ma'am, I want to do a whistleblower," and she was like, "No, no, no, no." I said, "I want to call in something," and she was like, "Oh, well, I'll give you a number." Hold on. She started Tanika's friend. I know, right? Trying to go to Chicago to pull up. She would have got her ass fucked up. She didn't pull up. Not long after that, she lost the page. Her page stayed down for a while. But she ain't have no internet. Yeah, and I see she's still going on about Tiff. Don't come on now. Hold on, it's because we were talking about something, Tiffy baby. So, real quick, listen. So, I did that and I called the whistleblower. Yes, I did do it. That was me. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but she's got. I know. We're not. Don't worry about it. Hold on, sweetheart. So, I mean, lovely. Listen. So that's when I did what I did. That's the reason I did what I did. When I talked to the lady told me, "Why are you calling?" And I said, "Okay, baby, give me just a second." All right. So, lovely, don't go. So she goes, um, she comes out, she goes, "What are you calling about?" I said, "Really, a whistleblower?" And she said, "Oh, you tell me about it. I want to know, who is it?" I started laughing and I told her, um, I'm like, "I want to do a whistleblower. There's somebody on YouTube." Says, "Tiffany, you don't understand. People want to know this. Now they think I'm the worst person in the world." So I said, "Listen, I don't have her address. I'll tell you how to find her." I gave him her page. That's how they found her, through her page. On live. They cut her. On live. They did. She was talking, and in 1 minute, her video was gone. And she was gone. So I said, "I'm sure she's on public assistance. I'm sure she's on the housing assistance section 8. Yeah. And she's on food stamps. She's on Social Security. And she's making a killing on YouTube." She said, "Oh, no, she's not." I'm like, "Oh, yes, she is." Yeah, like, she's gone. And we can still let her go. "Yeah, baby, we are. Hold on. We are talking about something you don't understand. Hold on." So I said, she said, "Oh, no, she is not." I'm like, "Yes." She tells me, "Tell me how to find her." I said, "Something about Ohio. That's all I know. I think it's Ohio. I'm not sure." Because Tommy was from Ohio. Don't go, Tiff. Because Tommy was from Ohio. So I thought Ohio. And boom, I hit her because I told them, "Tiff, come back around. I mean, Lovely, come back around. Lovely." Tiff, hold on. You got to understand is that we're trying to figure something out. We're trying to figure something out. So, Lovely, come back around. So that's when the lady told me, "Where does she live?" I said, "I don't have her exact address, but I can tell you how to find her." And I gave her her pages. And what they did was Bye. There you go. Good. Okay. Tiffany, you'll understand in a minute. So, she said, tell me her page name. And I told her, you go on YouTube, press, put in her name. I told her, press her icon or press whatever. Just go to Tiffany M. Draper, Tiffany Monique Draper. That's what I told her to do. I've only had a few interactions with her, and they were bad ones, even if they were. The girl has passed on. We all know the family is watching. Yeah, but the family knows that she knocked on my page too, because her mother did not want her in her house. No, they didn't. No. Lovely, am I lying? No, they didn't. Her mother, when she told her mother I lost my Section 8, when you up here and you got so much to lose and you gambling like that, you're gonna come out losing. If you're gambling and you know that you're doing dirt and you're up here and you're doing dirt and you're talking about somebody else and you got the whole YouTube talking about this person because she had everybody talking about me. I probably wasn't this time, but okay. Of course, she was going to agree with you. No, but it's true, Tiffany. That's exactly what happened. Tiffany Monique Draper knows in her afterlife that she's right now. I know she's confused. She doesn't know where she's at. I'm sad about that. That she don't know where she's at. But I'm sorry, Tiffany, that I'm not crying. But I feel bad that she's confused. But maybe Candace will help her out, or somebody will help her out and get her. Uh, I hope she, like I said, I hope she repented before she went, because Lovely, don't go, because she talked about, look at that. Even Lovely said it. She made a video right before she even died, talking about somebody. That's why I tell everybody, don't talk about nobody. Don't do it. Don't talk about people. If you're going to talk about them, know what you're talking about. Don't pull off. Lovely. What's if you, baby? I'm not crying either, but I'm not sad because it was a human. But I'm sad. Everybody's sad, but I'm not crying. I'm not I'm not sad. I'm sorry. She's probably gonna haunt me. Don't go, Lovely. She's probably gonna haunt me. I'm probably gonna have to call the Foreman Brothers to get her out of my house. But I will. That's why I am who I am. I will never respect no one. Amen. There you go. Remains at all. Lovely, don't go. So, what? Oh, the woman made a whole video on me. It was the comments on Kanika Jenkins' case, and it was her. It was her. It was about Kanika, but she didn't agree with my comments. And she made very respectful video because that's how she got down. That's how she got down. And since she had the subs to back her up, they did anything for her, but yet they don't know how she died. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm sorry for this, but I not. But did you confront her? Yeah, Lovely, you should have confronted her. I hope you did confront her because she did a lot of dirt, and I let me tell you, I told you, I heard a whole session, and a person that I very close to was crossing over, was supposed to be crossing over, and they were getting a hold of him for me. And he said, I said, we was saying, go to the light. And he said, I can't, I've been judged. Okay, I've been judged. So he's still flying around. Don't know where he's at until God comes back. Let me, I'm sorry. Okay. That's why they would know. That's why they would know. It should. I'm surprised that it wasn't glowing in red and black and blue and yellow and green lights. Because yet y'all were all in her chat, but y'all don't know nothing about how she died. That's some crazy sad ass shit. All I know is that when she called her mother, she told her mother, um, she told her mother, Mom, my Section 8 knocked me off because they found out that I was on YouTube. Making money. Her mother was like, I told you. Well, if they do know, but only telling anyone, right? Imagine that. What if they do know and they're just not saying? But her mother was like, I told you. But no, you pick fights on YouTube and then you're screaming and this and that. And then you went and you got your own apartment. You finally got your own apartment. And then look what happened. I laughed at her. She made another video. And again, I laughed. For any reaction she wanted. She left me alone. Good, lovely. I apologize. Please don't think I'm being rude. I just think that should be. Well, we're thinking that we should already know what she died of. That's what we're thinking. Somebody should know something. Somebody's not talking. Maybe it's you, the one in the bush that I'm looking at, because I can count 1, 2, and then I see another 3, which might mean 11 views, but it still pulls out as 3. Why would we know how she died? Because everybody was so good friends. It took her 3 months to get Wi-Fi. She could only come out and she would have to go to her mother's house and to use her mother's Wi-Fi. And her mother used to break on her, telling her, you're wasting my light. You're wasting my light. And Tiffany Draper would try to tell her, I'm not using your light. I'm using Wi-Fi. She's like, you're using my Wi-Fi then. Her mother was yelling at her. Her mother did not want her to use her Wi-Fi. She did not want her to live with her. She put her in her grandmother's house, where I think her grandmother must have still been, and it must have been haunted. And maybe that's how she went. It's not our business how she passed, but we would like to know. We would like to know. She did a lot of people dirty, baby. A lot of people. Lovely, don't go. She did a lot of people dirty, baby girl. You gotta understand, Tiffany. She did a lot of people dirty. She came back as Monique one time because her name is Tiffany Monique Draper. And I gave the whistleblower. I told her name is Tiffany Monique Draper. You're going to find that at Tiffany M. Draper on YouTube. And she said, I'm going to start watching right now. And while I was on the phone, she was watching. Well, like, so, but it's business to know. I know, but I still want to know. Lovely, don't go. So, we're gonna find out. Somebody's gonna post something that's gonna give us. Is this gonna be like a Kanika case? I wonder if Candace can get her. I wonder. But Candace only gets people who were murdered. Yep, she does people who were murdered. But, and I don't know nobody who knew her. But I know that she lived alone and she was very, very lonely. Very, very lonely. She was gay and she would say she was gay, but never had a girlfriend. Never, not once. She would say she was gay, but all she did was stay inside all day, all night. She never went outside. Never. But she kept saying she was gay. Candace should have leave her alone. Candace is not gonna do her baby. It's just talking. Candace not gonna do her. Candace does people who were murdered. Tiffany wasn't murdered that we know of. Who knows? What if she was? Lovely, where'd you go? What if she was murdered? Imagine she was a woman living alone in the house. How do you know she didn't have a girlfriend? Never. She never had a girlfriend. She kept saying she was gay, but she could never find a girlfriend. One time she was talking about some girl, right? One time she was talking about Tiff. Um, Lovely. One time she was talking about this girl, Tiff, and she was saying that she had a crush on the girl, but she didn't know what she was gonna do, how she was gonna approach her, or none of that. And people were giving her advice. Silly Willie was one of them. Yeah, you were one of them, weren't you, fat fuck? How do you feel about your friend dying and not repenting before she left? I hope you repented for her, because you can do that. What happened? Her and her brother were roommates, I think. Well, she was alone at the house and she didn't have no internet. She didn't have nothing. Her brother must have came moved in with her afterwards because she had nothing. And somebody told her, "Oh, you're living in your grandmother's house and you and your grandmother didn't get along. She's gonna haunt you. She's gonna haunt you." We don't know how she died. We don't know if it was murder, suicide, diabetes. We don't know. Who knows? We don't know. That's why we want to know, Tiffy, because we don't know and we're curious. This is a person who did everybody wrong. And she didn't have a girlfriend, Tiffy. She always said she wanted this girl, but then a year went by and she still wanted the girl and still didn't have the girl. And then a year went by and now she's not talking about the girl no more. Now she's not talking about nobody. And then sitting there made a stupid comment and to her about getting some dick, and she said something about I listened to her, but as soon as she started throwing shade at people, I would leave the live. Yep. Mhm. How do you know what she did or didn't do or had? That's what it is, baby. We don't know. That's why we're trying to find out because we don't know. Who knows how she died? What if it was murder? What if it was somebody broke in her house? When you live in a house, you take a chance of having a home invasion. You know, aspect in my life, but really no, no, because it is. Yeah, it is. It is. But we can't deny that she did not do by her neighbors. And when you do, that's why I was like, why, when everybody was picking on me, I was like, why does everybody don't go love? I mean, I'm not, but we don't know, I guess it's my point. But well, how do we know? All we know is Tiffany Draper's gone. We don't know, did she die of diabetes? Did she die of a heart attack? Did she um um get murdered? Did somebody kill her? What could it be? Because we don't know. Let's go get some orange juice. I'm like, let's go get some orange juice. So it's like we want to know. We want to definitely fucking know. She did us all wrong. Yo, I got bags and bags and bags and bags of orange juice. My husband brings home food every Friday, $700. Boom. He fills it all up. By the end of the week, I've done drunk all of the juices. I've done drunk all of the juices. The paper's falling off of this one. What the fuck? So, love don't go. So, we don't know how she died. I'm going to try to find out. I mean, it's got to be, I mean, no. If it's not murder, it's not news. I mean, but maybe her mother made her put something in the newspaper. Love don't go. Oh, hold on. So we are gonna stay wanting to know until lovely. Don't go, I'm about to go. So we can all stay wondering, or we can all go do the detective work and find out. I'm gonna go find out. I'm going on her Facebook page. You wanna meet me there, Tiffany? Lovely? She probably had an illness and no one knew about. Amen. That sounds more. That sounds more like something reality. That right there sounds more. Tiffany, you read that? She probably had an illness that she just didn't tell us about. Everybody has their own secrets. I have mine. Everybody in their households have their own secrets. She was very young. Yeah, so had died. That's what I'm saying. What is the reason? Why is the reason that she died? Yes, I read that. I want to know. I know. I hope whatever happened, it was painless and peaceful. Yo, check this out. I had a best friend named Tina. Okay, Tina would get high, but she would get high on that manteca shit, sipping la heroína, heroin, the heroin. So she was using getting high on heroin. Her and Hazel. That's why it's such a shock. I know, right? So, wait, what was I gonna tell you? Oh, so she did my hair every month. She would come and do my sewing every month, and she would do my sewings. But she would get high and she would take a bag of that bullshit, and she would always her and her sidekick. I hated it. I hated when she hung out with her, bro, because every time she hung out with her, she did that nasty shit. I don't think Tiff was. No, no, we're not saying she's into drugs, baby. No, no, of course not. I ruled that out. No, definitely. No, she was not a drug addict. No. So glad I never died with that shit. Let me tell you something. Amen. 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 Yeah, lovely. So check this out. Who's calling me? Hold on, guys. It could be my doctor. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So no, Tiff, I don't think she was into drugs. No, definitely not drugs. Definitely not drugs. Now, um, more like what you said, like she had a illness nobody knows about because everybody has their own family and everybody has something they're hiding. Everybody does. Everybody. Not just us, everybody. If you don't want to let somebody know something about you, you stay quiet and you don't let them know. But it would have been good to know at least something. She could have came out and said, "Hey, I'm not feeling well today." And then I would have said, "Oh shit, she said she wasn't feeling well." What, baby? I don't believe she was. Oh yeah, I read that. So, um, drugs is ruled out. I rule out homicide, suicide. We just gonna have to fucking figure out what the fuck it was because nobody's talking. Somebody should know something. What if I pay somebody up here to tell us something? You got your cash apps ready? Give me some information. Hmm. Maybe we can get them like that. I don't know. And I hope YouTube never finds out. I want us to find out because then when you find out, it hits more home. It hits more home because right now it's in the limbo. We don't know. Does Vinny Draper die? What if she didn't die? What if she's making believe? What if it's not true? What if it was all a lie? Tiffany one doesn't want to be on YouTube anymore, so she took her page down or didn't take her page down and just decided to say, "I'm not getting back on." Look at my baby, Crystal Lee Fontanez. She decided she wasn't coming back on YouTube, and to this day, she has not come back on YouTube, and it's been over 2 years now. When Tiffany Draper did that shit to me, I was done with YouTube. I said, I'm gonna end up killing somebody. It's better that I fucking don't stay here. Stay on this app because it's not good for me. If I'm saying it's not good for me, it's because I know that I'm gonna go crazy. This app can drive you insane. When you get 100 people coming into your life and they're all calling you all kind of names that you're not. Look at this. Everybody that came in my fucking room had been arrested. I had never been arrested. But everybody was throwing stones at a glass fucking wall. And what happened? There was nothing. A family is not going. I passed away. They might post something in her memory. I hope it's not just lived and died. I hope it's something passed away. I mean, wouldn't your family put on social media for your friends? I got like 5,000 friends in New York. They all gonna want to know how I died. Shit, they'll all show up to find out how I died. Didn't I just open up a new pack of cigarettes? Or am I fucking losing my mind? So, my house is also haunted. That's another thing I was gonna tell you. Love, don't go. Let's just chill for another 10 minutes. But the day I die, I want everybody to know how I die. I don't want nobody asking questions, why I die, how I die. Oh, I'm sorry you died. my family and have an agreement, something like that will never ever put on social media. Well, that's because you weren't brought up in the middle of Manhattan, baby. I was brought up on 90 fucking street on Amsterdam Avenue. That's all rich land. All the housewives of New York, and they're all there. They're my fucking neighbors. Remember back in the day, all my children, all of those characters live in my building. I used to come go in the elevator and just don't go, love. There's one little stupid thing I don't put pass on that. Fuck them. The world, social media, to know some stuff. I'm meant to keep family and close friends. Yeah, but I have like 5,000 friends from New York that I love. I don't like them. I don't just know them. I love them. If I would take a bullet for any of them, and you included, lovely, you're there too. I would fucking do it. That's why that girl that remember I was telling you the girl that was taking that girl out at the hotel at the Crown Plaza and she was making her go downstairs. That girl is the girl that I wish I could fight. That girl for taking that little baby down there to be fucking killed. Because that little girl wasn't supposed to be at the party any motherfucking way. She was 15 years old. They took her life. Love, say goodbye if you're leaving, lovely. But what? Yeah. Okay. So let me tell you, I get that. Okay, but not us. That's me. Well, my friends, Facebook would be packed. Facebook would be packed. They love me. And I love all of them. And Tiffany, it would be packed. My father's funeral, the funeral home held 7 bodies for 7 different people and their families. Big rooms with the caskets in at the end with all the stuff. My father's funeral went around the fucking block and it was snowing. My mother died in the snow. My father died in the snow. My mother died a month apart from my father. My mother said my kid. I mean, 1 month apart, 10 months apart. All she said was, my mother was hard headed like me. Well, I keep dozing off. All right, go ahead, baby. I want to watch a quick movie before I gotta cook, but then you get all the I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, you get the fake I'm sorry. That's what I'm talking about. Fake friends. That's what I'm talking about because all of these people are supposed to be her friend, but nobody knows how she motherfucking died. That's some crazy ass motherfucking real life shit. For real, for real. That's off the chain. I don't even understand that. I mean, if I was to die, everybody would know it. The fucking world would know it. The whole New York would know it. And where would they take me? Remember Trinity Church on 90th Street on Amsterdam, between Amsterdam and Columbus. There's a church called Trinity. We take everybody there. Everybody who dies, we go right to that church. It's right behind our buildings. And we done everybody we know from the neighborhood there. Everybody that's passed Myrtha. Oh, Myrtha died, man. I miss Myrtha. And if people were talking shit about you in the event of your passing, I would flip shit. Well, We're not talking bad about her. We just want to know what happened to her. And some things come out funny, and it's better to laugh than to cry. I can be listening. To get my 100 together. Go ahead, baby. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna watch a movie before I have to cook. I'm making fried steak with onions, rice with black beans. But it's black beans, but you do them Spanish style, so they're awesome. I wish I could cook for you girls. All my neighbors say I'm the best cook they know. I am. I love to cook. I know how to cook Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Ecuadorian, I mean, you name it, Venezuela, Argentina, anything, you name it, I can cook it. I'm a great cook. I love it. I love cooking. Lovely, I love you, girl. Sounds good. I love you, princess. I love you, my love, my Siffy baby, my lovey. I'll be back on tonight. Let me cook and I'll come back on, do your laundry, take a nap, lovely. And I'll see you. You got your wrench. I make sure you got a wrench because when they don't, they usually take my fucking live away from me at the end of the video. So the only way I can get you is when they leave my live on and I see your name, then I could press it. But while you're live, I'm live right now, I can't do it. But this morning, I said, lovely, let me get her a wrench. And I got you a wrench real quick. And I said, when she comes on, she'll notice she got a wrench. I love you, girls. I love you more than life. Peace out. Be good. Take a nap. Do your laundry. I'm watch a movie and then I'm gonna cook and then I'll be off and we can fucking talk if you guys want to talk. Let's see who finds something out. Peace out. Love you, girls. See you when you come back. Oh, I love you, princess.